What is up, guys? Amp here, and I'm bringing you kind of a special treat little gameplay here in Reach. It's a 1v1 championship match, and the reason it's a 1v1 and a championship match is because we ran a little tournament the other day at one of our weekly LANs, and it's just a quick little thing, and I ended up winning it, but I mean, barely. This is the championship match. It ended up being 8 minutes long because that's pretty much all the time we had left. So, yeah, that's the reason behind the time limit. But yeah, I was playing against my buddy Relics. Oh wow, he's an amazing player. He'd already beat me once in this bracket that we had, and so I was surprised to actually win this game. And but yeah, he's a tremendously individually skilled player. So I was just really surprised that I could pull off a 1v1 against him. So yeah, there's not a whole lot special about this gameplay. You get to see me playing a 1v1, I guess. The one thing, well, I'm not going to be commentating on the game itself. Not even some color commentary because there's not much here in the game, besides maybe a sniper too, or like a juke. But, I felt that I should cover some things that have been going on with me lately, at least in this realm of my life. And so I'm going to quickly go over a little bit about the 1v1 and then we'll get into that. So first off, my opinions of 1v1, they really don't show a player's true skill. Obviously, there's got to be the individual talent there to win one, but ultimately it's not a true gauge of a skill level because Halo skill requires a lot more than just a good shot or a good escape route. It takes a lot of teamwork, a lot of good communication, that sort of thing, and that 1v1s just don't show all that. So, um, yeah, so it's got a scale in there, but it's not a gauge of true skill in Halo, at least. Call of Duty, I can't say much for it either. One thing I wanted to mention is that I do like playing 1v1s. Just for the sort of map movement that you can pull off. That's really the only reason I don't, like I said, I don't feel like they're a good gauge of skill, so I never usually play them unless I really am confident that I'm going to beat this other kid that's challenging me to a 1v1 because he's stupid, that sort of thing. But I like taking the routes that you can because the entire map is opened up because you have this one other person you're playing against, and if you know where they are or the general vicinity of where they are, you can go anywhere else on the map that you want. There's no really restrictions to the danger level of any other part of the map.
5 minutes
So
remaining.
I really like how you can take some interesting routes and move around the map really fluidly and easily in 1v1s. You'll see me do some interesting escape and flank routes during this game, and I felt they were pretty good. I mean, ultimately, I only win by 2 kills. That's maybe attributed to the actual time limit of the game, but yeah, I was pretty happy with it, and surprised. So, but yeah, some things that have been going on with Amplified HD. And just myself in the gaming world in general. First off, Gameplays 24/7 posted another video, and I will most likely be posting on there every Wednesday. So if you keep an eye out for videos that go up there by either subscribing to them or looking at my playlist, I'll make them my favorites and put them in the Amplified Out and About playlist, which I'll put at the bottom of the screen. So you go ahead and check that out. A lot of them are going to be exclusives. I might be doing some crossover, like taking one of those gameplays and putting it over here as well. So look for those as well. I'll make sure to mention it in the description. And the other thing, I used to do a podcast pretty regularly, and then it kind of fell out earlier this year, 2010. I like the snipe, and so we started doing it again, and we decided to start doing it again because this whole Reach resurgence that's been going on, like all the people coming back to play Halo after getting bored of Halo 3. I mean, I never really got bored of Halo 3. I mean, eventually it got to the point where it was like Modern Warfare 2, like you just didn't want to play it anymore because the new game was coming. Modern Warfare 2 definitely has a smaller life cycle than Halo. But yeah, I played Halo 3 for a very good amount in those 3 years. I actually was looking at my legacy thing on Reach, and I've actually played over 9,000 games on my secondary tag, which is now my main one. So I played a bunch before that as well. So I'll look that up at some point. But anyways, we're getting kind of close to the end of the game here. So the podcast is called Halo Amplified, and we did a Halo Reach review because it's our first episode back in a long time, and so we reviewed Halo Amplified. And I actually did it with my good buddy now, Matt, and aka Arc Blue in the podcast, as our guest host, and I also did it with Lord Above, who's been my co-host for forever. So yeah, go ahead and check out that episode, and I'll put a link in the description since I could put it on the screen right now as well, but we'll see what I decided to do. Look in the description though, I will have it there. The other two things that are coming up, first off, Amp's advice. I know I mentioned this in the introduction video a while back, and I actually have two films from some people who have submitted just via YouTube message. So I think I've captured one of them, and I've looked over that one, so I should be getting started with that pretty soon, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be posting those on Amplified HD 2, my secondary channel. So if you guys want to go check out those, I will make sure to plug them in the commentary I post after I release those episodes. But yeah, make sure you go check out the my secondary channel, and I will have a link in the description as well as on the screen. Let's see. Next up, dual commentaries. This has been a kind of a slow process, but I actually have one not really scheduled yet, but I have it's in the works. I will be doing it with CNE Siege. They've actually changed their team name since then, so he might be changing his gamer tag. But he's over at Cause and Effect, that channel, and I will put a link to that as well, so you guys can check him out. He does a lot of competitive stuff, like game battles, and so I really like his content. And I should be doing a Google commentary with him at some point. Not sure how we're going to end up posting it, but I bet it will be over here as well. If not, just over here, or whatever. We'll figure it out. And so yeah, and I might be doing some other ones with maybe Matt, aka Arc Blue. So yeah, look for those. And finally, do you guys think I should do a Q&A? I kind of answered a lot of questions that might have come up in my introductory video, but I felt maybe I should do a Q&A. This kind of stems off of Siege doing one just the other day. So let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see one of those. It'd be all of your questions, and I'd prompt questions in one of my other videos. So make sure to look out for that, and let me know if you want to see it. So yeah, this is the end of the game, 10-8, or 10-8, and yeah, so it was a pretty good 1v1, and links down below.